Norrie disease by Asorliz Aviles. There are many different eye diseases out there. One of them is Norrie disease. Norrie disease is an inherited eye disorder that leads to blindness in male infants at birth or very soon after birth. This disease is a rare disorder. Its exact incidence is still unknown, but scientists and doctors have been able to identify that it is not associated with a specific racial or ethnic group. Norrie disease can cause abnormal development of the retina. The retina is a layer of sensory cells that detects lights and colors. It also causes a mass of immature retinal cells to store behind the eye. Hearing loss, delay of motor skills, which is when babies use their muscles to crawl, run, jump, and etc. Norrie disease can cause mild to moderate intellectual disability. Psychosis, a mental disorder where the person cannot differentiate from reality and fantasy. And abnormal circulation of breathing, digestion, excretion, and reproduction. Scientists have been able to tell that there's a mutation in the NDP gene. The NDP provides the instructions for creating the protein norrin. This plays a role in chemical signaling pathways that affect the way cells and tissue develop, and it is also part of WNT signaling, which is an important part of cell division. Norrin is a protein that can bind to other proteins called Frizzled receptors. These receptors are embedded in the outer membranes of the outer membrane of cells. Then Norrin binds with the receptors, which is receptor Frizzle 4. They came from FZD4 gene, which came from WNT receptors. It initiates a multi-step process that regulates the activity of certain genes. Norrin has a very important role. It's the specialization of retinal cells for their unique sensory capabilities, which, if you notice, is a very important factor in Norrie disease. Norrin is also involved in the establishment of a blood supply to the tissues of the retina, inner ear, and the development of other body systems. To initiate or start WNT cascade, Norrin must bind with another protein, Frizzled 4. Mutations in Norrin protein will interfere with its ability to bind to Frizzled 4, resulting in Norrie disease. The inheritance pattern is X-linked recessive pattern. This means it is located on the X chromosome, and although this disease is rare because it is X-linked, this means that males may be born with it, but in the very few, once in a blue moon, a female may be born with this disease. To be born with it, the female must be born with 2 X chromosomes that have mutations present in both chromosomes. The likelihood of that is very low. But there can also be females that are carriers. Women carriers of the disease have an X-linked recessive inheritance with 1 altered copy gene of each cell. Females may have it and not even realize it because they will not have any symptoms. Treatment is based on the specific symptoms present in each individual. These individuals will need pediatricians, ophthalmologists, which is a doctor that specializes in the eyeball and diseases, and audiologists, practitioners that treat people who have lost their hearing or to prevent hearing loss. The person with the disease will also need early intervention, although treatment will not guarantee improvement in sight or hearing. Males with a complete retinal detachment at the time of the birth cannot get vision back. Males without complete detachment of retinal will have a vitrectomy. It's a surgery to remove some or all of the vitreous humor from the eye. And laser photocoagulation to shrink or destroy abnormal blood vessels behind the retina. These surgeries tend to have poor outcomes and are very challenging. Molecular genetic testing is used to diagnose for this disease. As a summary before this video ends, the Norrin protein, when there's a mutation, it will not connect to the Fzd4 receptor like it has to. That is the whole job of the retina. Controls the blood supply going into the eyeball in the back and all this good stuff. With the mutation in place, there's too much and it's accumulating, almost like a tumor behind the eye. And that's how they get the blood gets in the way and you can't get sense of the lights. Yeah, that's Norrie disease. Thank you for watching. Bye. Norrie disease by Asorliz Aviles.